Have you ever wondered how a really skilled attacker can launch a wireless attack and then just disappear? I mean, they're on the airwaves 1 second, and the next, they've vanished. It's like they've become a digital ghost. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this exact art of invisibility. Let's get right into it. Now, before we jump in, just a quick heads up, this is part 3 in a 10-part series. Everything we're talking about today comes straight from a really detailed report called Wireless Hacker Evasion Techniques and Countermeasures, published by Virtualization Options LLC. We're specifically zeroing in on the techniques they cover in Chapter 3. So, this brings us to the big question, right? How on earth does a hacker actually do it? How do they become this digital ghost operating right under our noses but staying completely unseen and untraceable? Well, the answer starts in a place you might not expect. It's not in the code or some fancy software exploit. It begins on the invisible battlefield of radio waves. This is what's known in the biz as the physical layer, and it's where the real art of evasion starts. And this is absolutely crucial to understand. The sneakiest, most effective evasion techniques don't target a software bug. They actually exploit the laws of physics. Attackers are literally manipulating the basic properties of radio signals, things like their strength and direction, to hide in plain sight. It's an incredibly clever tactic and a real nightmare to defend against. So to really get it, let's open up the hacker's playbook. We're going to look at the specific strategies they use to mess with these physical characteristics to stay completely off the radar. This is the art of physical layer evasion. Okay, so let's be super clear about what we mean by that. Physical layer evasion is all about tweaking a signal's most basic properties, its power, its direction, even its timing. And there's only one goal: to fly so low that you're below the detection thresholds of security systems, or to just plain confuse any system that's trying to track you. So, let's check out the first play from this book. It's called The Whisper. And this one is all about making your signal so quiet that it just disappears into the background chatter of the radio environment. This analogy is just a perfect way to picture it. Think about being in a huge, noisy stadium. If someone on the complete other side of the field whispers something, there's no way you're going to hear it, right? The hacker's signal is that whisper. It's just powerful enough to reach its intended target, but for everyone else, including those security sensors, it gets totally lost in the noise. The tactic here is called reduced transmit power. The goal is simple: turn the power down so low that you fall below what security sensors can even pick up. But, and this is a big but, there's always a trade-off. In this case, it's stealth versus reliability. A weaker signal is way harder to spot, for sure, but it's also much more likely to get disrupted or just not provide a stable connection. Okay, so if the first play was all about being quiet, the second one is all about being incredibly precise. Let's take a look at a technique called the spotlight. And again, the analogy here just makes it click. A normal Wi-Fi antenna, like the one in your router, is kind of like a floodlight. It sprays its signal out in every direction. But an attacker can use something called a directional antenna, which acts just like a spotlight. It creates this super narrow, focused beam of radio energy that points directly at one and only one target. So here's how this works. The tactic is to use that directional antenna to stop the signal from spreading out, and instead focus all that energy on the target. And the advantage? It's huge. If a security sensor isn't in the direct path of that tiny beam, it will detect absolutely nothing. The attacker is basically invisible to any system that's even a few degrees off to the side. So when you start to combine these physical layer techniques, you can really begin to see the massive challenge that defenders are up against. This creates what's known as the defender's dilemma. I mean, how do you catch a ghost that has literally weaponized the laws of physics? And it really boils down to this. First, defenders are basically fighting physics itself. The attackers are using the fundamental rules of how radio waves travel against them. Second, those low-power whisper signals just get lost in the noise. And third, the spotlight signals create massive blind spots. All of this is designed to exploit the built-in limitations of standard security hardware. It's a tough, tough battle. And this really leaves us with a pretty profound final thought. These techniques prove that the very air all around us can be turned into a weapon of stealth. So if that's true, where is the real frontline in wireless security anymore? As always, just a reminder that this explainer is based on that incredible report on wireless evasion by Virtualization Options LLC. Make sure you check out the rest of our 10-part series as we continue to break down their research.